Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, December 19th, 2023. My name is Sam Shalhoub, and it's time for your daily dispatch. Today's dispatch brought to you by MyPillow. Go to mypillow.com, enter in the discount code SAM, and get up to 80% off of all of your purchases. As I've said all week, they've got Christmas gifts, they have Christmas ideas and decorations. Give them a try. I know you'll like them. Now, to the news. Yesterday, a report came out on News Nation, and it was a gentleman by the name of Tim Gallaudet, PhD. He's a retired U.S. Navy Rear Admiral and a former NOAA administrator. And he said, quote, "It's about time that we disclose that we are in contact with non-human intelligence." As many of you know, I am not surprised by alien disclosure. I believe we've been in contact with them for some time. This is just my opinion. But it's interesting that now Tucker is coming out and talking about it, and other, what I would call significant, trustworthy people. Alex Jones, no matter what you think of him, has been saying it for a long time. And now this gentleman comes out who is part of the NOAA. Very interesting timing. According to Inside Paper, a majority of gas stations yesterday across Iran were out of service after a cyber attack. Another cyber attack in another country. It's everywhere right now. According to Brent Bozell on Twitter, Americans must follow what's happening in Spain. Spain is having rioting and taking place at an unprecedented scale. Spain, Germany, France, it's everywhere. We, the people of this world, are standing up against these nefarious governments, and we will win. According to Breitbart, they took a new poll, and it said 54% of Democrat voters want to replace Biden as the 2024 nominee. I've said for quite some time, I believe that he will be replaced. It sure looks that way to me. Now, the question is, who's it going to be? Newsom? Michelle Obama? Who knows? But 54% of Democrats saying he needs to go, it'll probably happen. According to Inside Paper, the shipping container company Evergreen has suspended Israel shipping services. I'm sure this has a lot to do with what's going on in the Red Sea right now. We've spoken about this the last several dispatches, and it looks like it's accelerating even more. According to Greg Price on X, the state of Tennessee is suing BlackRock in a first-of-its-kind lawsuit alleging that they violated consumer protection laws by misleading investors about their money being used to fund ESG. More and more is coming out about this. More and more companies are being, disciplined by we the people for not adhering to what it is that we want. Well, this is another example of that. This next story is interesting. One of my viewers, who will remain anonymous, had sent me a message, probably a week ago, talking about he worked in the steel industry in a Fortune 500 company, and he said something was afoot, but he wasn't quite sure what it was. Well, he reached out yesterday, and it hit the wires yesterday as well. But apparently now, Nippon Steel of Japan has agreed to purchase U.S. steel for $14.9 billion. Not a good thing in my opinion. We cannot allow foreign countries to own manufacturing and land here in America. Again, this is just my opinion, but it looks like there's several Congress people who are going to fight against it. We'll have to see how it turns out. And thank you, viewer, for your heads up. We talked about these fissures that had opened up in Iceland over the last few weeks. Well, yesterday, several kilometer-long volcanic fissures opened up near Grandavik, Iceland. And I've seen the photos and videos. It's horrific. But again, why is this taking place now? Is it just normal tectonic activity? I don't think so. I think there's much more to it, but we'll have to keep an eye on it and see how it progresses. And then finally today, Kash Patel was on an interview on a podcast yesterday, and he stated that there was some kind of battle going on in space. And he said that, quote, our most valuable assets are in space and underwater. Well, space, I could completely see that and see how that works out. Look at what's going on with Starlink and with all the other things, Spacecom and so forth. But he also said underwater, and I have no idea what it is he's talking about. So if you have any information or you know of anything about it, send me some messages or some comments. I would love to hear your opinions. So that's all we have for today. Go to my store, that's mystore.com, enter in the discount code SAM, and get up to 80% off of all of your purchases. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe. And as I've said, I would suggest that you subscribe to my Rumble channel or to samshalhoub.com. Both would probably be best. So in the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk again soon.